Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is a series on linked list, and in this video we are going to see how to create a linked list. So let's begin. So let's take an example of a list of 5 elements. Now I will show you how to create a linked list from this. So the first step is to initialize the head of the list to null. So as I said in the last video, the head is the container for the list. We just need the head to access the entire list. After that, we need to create a new node with data1 and pointer as null. So now we need to join this node to the head. So in order to do that, since our list is empty, we need to just rename the reference of the head to the new node created. So in that way, our first node is added to the list. So now we will see the pseudocode for these 3 steps. In the first step, we declare the head and initialize it to null. Now before moving on, we need to declare the structure of the node. So our node here will simply contain the data in the form of integer and pointer pointing to node. So in our example, we have a list of integers, so that is why we have the data field of integer. It can be any other field. Okay. So after that, we also need a function which creates the node from data. So in this function, all we have is we create a new node first and then assign the data from the argument passed, and we also assign the pointer field to null. So now let's move on to the next step. In the next step, we will use our new node function to create a new node, and we will assign this node to the head. So that makes our list with 1 element added. Easy, right? Now the process is going to change a little when we try adding a second node. Now first step is going to remain the same, in which we create a new node with 2 as the data. On the left side we can see our current list. Now for the next step, we simply need to add this node to the list. Yes, that's it. But we cannot do the same as last time, that we assigned the head to the new node. This time, if we do that, it will separate the node 1 from the list. So we can go that way. So we need some way to reach to the end of the list, to assign the next of last node to our new node. For that, we take a pointer p and assign it to the head. And we check if the next of p is null or not. So here it is not null. So let's move to the next node, and again we have to check whether the next node is null or not. So this time we can see clearly that the node highlighted in green is the next node and it is null. So now the pointer field of the last node will point to the newly created node, and we will do this by saying next of p is the new node. So after adding 2 nodes to our list looks like this. Now let's quickly see the pseudocode for the steps we have done. So first we create a new node from data2 and assign it some variable q, and then we need to assign an iterator pointer p to the head. We need to continue iterating till the next of p is null. Once we find the next of p is null, we overwrite the next of p with the new node. In this way, we add a new node in the list. Now let's complete the list by adding the nodes 3, 4 and 5 as well. So similarly, we first traverse till the end of the list, reaching node 2, and then join node 3 to it. In the same way, we again traverse till the end, reaching node 3 and join the node 4 to it, and then we traverse till node 4 and join the last node 5 to it. Our complete list looks like this. Before I end this video, let's take a look at the combined view of all the snippets to form the complete picture. So first we created the node structure and the new node function, which generates the new node for our list for each element. Then we saw how we can add the first node or any other node to the list. The logic for adding the first node and all the other nodes is different. The difference being whether the head is null or not, which is null in the previous case and in the latter it is not. So our create function will look like this. First we create the head and initialize it to null, and then we add one by one all the elements. And that's it. That's how you create a linked list. I know that the video turned out to be a bit lengthy, but I will try to make it more precise next time. If you have any doubts or did not understand any part, please let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching guys, see you in the next one.